Hello, hello. Welcome to the Hangover. We are hanging over from fucking life right now.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that all of you guys are here to join us. In case this is your first time joining us, I am Heather, one of the three co-hosts of this show.
I'm so happy to be back. I'm Chauncey. I
I
was on
know.
vacation and now I'm back to hear all the crazy stuff that we have to talk about.
Love that.
And I'm the fourth worst thing to happen to my own hometown. Hello.
The
I'm Matt.
fourth worst.
What's the three? What's the top three?
That would be disclosing my personal information.
Respect.
That's
Respect.
too much
That would be
information.
damn right.
Okay.
Damn right.
Goodness.
And I
We
love
were
the
having
intro.
a very interesting conversation offline before we pressed this record button, and Matt has a hot take that he didn't really flesh out because we were like, "What the fuck? Where the
No
hell did
idea.
this come from?" So, Matt, do you want to share with everybody what your hot take was?
Thank you, Heather, for this introduction. Yes, I do have a hot take. Hats aren't for everybody. I think some people have like had their heads like I have a big head. I can't really wear hats, and I look horrible in a hat. Like my hair looks all messy and mad. It just doesn't look good on me. And I think if it doesn't look good on me, there's definitely somebody out there that also has the same problem. But they don't understand that like they shouldn't wear hats, but they still wear the hats, and then they just look not good. And I just think that it's not a serious issue, but I just think it needs to be addressed for the state of fashion that we are in right now.
I mean, the reverse
Any
could be
thoughts?
said. Like, I
No,
mean, there
you're
are some
right.
people who look really good in hats, and then they take the
Yeah.
hat off, and you're like, oh.
Some
Yeah.
people have been
Forehead reveal.
Yes, some people have been hatfish. Like my sister.
Yes.
Her now husband
Mhm.
hatfished her. We did not know this man was balding. Not bald, but balding.
Exactly.
Balding.
Verb.
Verb. Like it was a verb.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was already bald, like it was balding. So when she met the man, he had a hat on. So their first few dates, he always had a hat on. So when Heather and I met him for the first time, we were confused. We were bamboozled. We were led astray. So, and my sister said, I was hatfish. So hats could be good or bad. But technically, like some people look terrible in hats and some people look great in hats.
Yeah.
But some people should know their facial structure before they wear hats. Sometimes I look amazing in a hat. I look more cute in a beanie. I know myself.
Yeah.
Okay, but
You
some
do
people,
like beanies.
I look adorable in a beanie. I know myself. I have a round head. I know this. A hat, it has to be a certain type of baseball hat that goes like perfect. If not, I look like I'm about to pick up dog shit at your local park.
It's like any other garment, right?
Yes.
It's the cut.
Yeah.
It's the cut. We got I'm the
cut.
same way. I don't normally wear hats, but I have like more recently living in LA, and definitely I have a favorite go-to hat that it just fits just right, and I'm like, it's always gonna look good. So,
and if your hair's too short with a hat, if like the bob that you have is not bobbing correctly, you look like Laura Farquhar.
Ridiculous.
You look like Laura Farquhar. And I've had a short haircut by accident, and I look like Laura Farquhar. So you have to know yourself.
You had a short haircut by accident,
but it was by accident. I did not ask. I asked her, just trim off what is needed. She took it to the extreme, but I looked like
it was all needed.
I did not ask.
She said needed.
I did not ask to cut. I said, at least leave a little something. Luckily, she did. Looking back on it, it was a good thing because my hair grew a lot afterwards. But I did look like Laura Farquhar for a while. So yeah. So you have to know yourself. So sometimes hats are not good for everybody, but sometimes hats are cute. So Matt, I do agree with your hot take today.
All right.
Thank you.
I agree.
I'm so grateful.
We should start with every
ugly laugh.
Maybe we should lead with every episode with a hot take from Matt. And I'm like, Matt, what's your hot take?
Yeah.
Yeah. So which one of y'all have already seen Disclosure Day?
I was gonna see it, and like me and my dad were really excited about seeing it, and then we saw the reviews, and we were like, "Ooh, maybe let's do it next week." But then next week just like
Never
never
came.
came. Next week never came,
I
and
you just didn't see it. You just didn't see it.
so like I don't know. I just lost interest.
No,
You were
oh,
like, I'll
okay.
pass.
I saw it. I saw it for Father's
I'm
Day.
sorry, Steven Spielberg.
I saw it too.
Okay.
I took my dad and my mom to watch it Father's Day, and like it was like I walked in. So everyone knows this about me. I'm gonna blame my anxiety. I like to read the Wikipedia plot before I go in.
You're like, I want to know what I'm watching before.
You need to come in as prepared as possible.
I can't go in there with anxiety. Like I'm not that person. Like if we're watching TV on the couch and we're watching a movie or a show, I'm gonna look it up on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's terrible. Like I'm not that good at that. So I walked in Disclosure literally with no disclosure. Like I just walked in blindly. And I was like, okay, with my dad, my mom. And like, I have to admit I was actually impressed. I was impressed because actually,
Really?
when you're talking to, when you're like watching it, you're like, this shit is actually probably true. I do believe there's aliens in the world. I do because there's some people that I know personally who act like a fucking alien. They look like an alien. I can name 3 people that I know from the top of my fucking dome right now who are aliens. Okay, and I'm pretty sure they're walking amongst us. Okay, and I do believe all of this.
Planet.
I know. I've watched too much Xeon, the
20 girl from the 21st
centuries. I know how space works. Okay, I'm not new to this. I'm sure this. I've watched E.T. Okay. Steven Spielberg's classic. Okay, I know for a fact this shit is real. Okay. And honestly, I believe it. I'm not like one that's like, oh, aliens are like everywhere, but the 3 people I can count on my hand, I know for a fact they're not from this planet.
Look,
I'm not gonna say no names, but they know who they are.
No names.
I feel like, yeah.
But yeah, it was a good movie.
Otherworldly.
And they look like it too. Like I watched Men in Black.
Right. You just get the little like stick thingy, just like
brings
your memory.
Okay. And there's always like those like sightings. I know in Alameda, like the port over here, they had like a sighting like years ago about it. So I'm just like, who am I to say they're not aliens in the world? Who am I to say it's not? And I'm sorry, they had Coleman
Domingo. They're not attacking us.
They had Coleman Domingo in there. I love Coleman Domingo.
I love him.
Okay. I love him.
He's booked and busy. He's everywhere, and I kind of love that.
And I love it.
Yeah, a busy girl.
A busy girl. But Heather, you saw it. What were your thoughts?
I mean, I saw it for sure. I also had no idea, other than it was like an alien movie. I like that's all I knew. I was like, I don't know, like what I'm going into here. It got 80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, it did. I never got Rotten
Tomatoes. So solid. I kind of liked it, actually.
Yeah, I liked
it. I think there was definitely some points where I was like, okay, we can speed this up a little bit. I'm like, you can definitely tell where it was like Spielberg was just like, I don't know how many of these I got left in me, so I'm gonna do my shit.
He did his big one. It was good. Like Emily Blunt did amazing. All the acting was amazing.
My god, the acting top notch.
Everyone did amazing on acting. Like, there's nothing against them. Like, oh, the acting was horrible. Like everything was great. The story was great. Everything was great. But I'm telling you, I believe.
So I have to ask you guys. Steven Spielberg did an interview. He was on a different podcast. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
My boy!
A podcast with him. And he straight up asked, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson was just like, so, the White House just released a lot of like these UFO alien types of things. And it's like really similar. So like, are you trying to say something like, all of a sudden we're seeing all of this new documentation. We're seeing all of these sightings. Like, did somebody from the White House like get a hold of me and was like, maybe you should do a movie because
No,
visited.
he's been in this shit since. He's been doing this shit since the ET. Okay, we've been talking about aliens since like what the 19. According to my dad, the prophet himself, he's gonna talk about how he was part of the NASA and the alien. My dad used to work for NASA. He's gonna give his little spiel. And honestly, I'll be honest with you. I believe that there are aliens. I don't feel like there's nothing like. Look who's it. Look, Clarence Thomas is an alien in my eyes. Okay, the government's an alien in your eyes. Like, what do you want me to say? Okay, there's no. You say the White House came out with X, Y, and Z. If we're trying to tell us something? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't think the White House tell me shit.
The White House ain't telling nobody shit.
They ain't doing a damn thing over there, but causing chaos. The alien will be like, oh, chaos a PR win for them. Look, saying aliens are real would be a PR win for them compared with the fuck we're seeing now. Okay, so I don't care.
I feel like that'd be like the least like concerning thing or shocking thing that would come out of the news today. Honestly, I feel like we'd always be like, well, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If like the president one day just like told everybody, yeah, here's an alien, and the alien walks up, I don't think everyone's
that would probably be like one of the top things that he's like remembered for, where you're like, oh, he actually like proved that there's
oh, he brought one out.
he took his mask off. He took his mask off.
He's like, and I won too.
One of them. Everybody like, whoopsie doo. Whoopsie fucking do.
You're like, well, that makes sense. You know?
Like, I think that'd be a PR win if they actually came out with that. Okay, so let's go. Let's get the PR.
Yeah,
right?
Thank God.
Finally.
Look, I don't know.
Get him.
Have you guys seen?
He's like, get him. Sorry.
Have you seen on your socials like any sightings recently? There was one in LA like a week ago where I don't know if you've been seeing this lately, but there's like tree branches, like random tree branches that just float in the air, like not around anything. Like there's no trees around. There's no like it's not hanging from anything, and it's just floating.
Wasn't this a movie called Signs?
Not my favorite movie. Like, I actually really like Signs.
I was like,
no, Signs is kind of good. I remember watching Signs like when I was kind of sick. I was a sick little kid and I watched it with my mom. I mean, scared the fuck out of me, honestly. That movie is scary. That movie is scary.
It's a great movie. It's scary though.
Yeah, loved it. I said, allow me to make my tinfoil hat and sit on this couch right now.
Couch.
I am not. Look, I'm gonna be prepared. Okay, I knew as a child what was going on in the world. So no, I'm not surprised by any of this. Like Steven Spielberg said, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Like, I'm here. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. My last question about these aliens to y'all is, what would you do if you actually like met one? You know, at the very end, spoiler alert, people, like if you haven't watched it, they meet the alien. But I'm like, is that what they look like? Are they always big ass heads with big old eyeballs?
Have you? If I could say the name of the people I'm thinking about who are aliens, you'll say yes. Yes. The person I'm thinking of,
alien,
and I wish I could say their name on camera, but I'm not because that's rude.
That's rude. We ain't about throwing people under the bus like that.
Yes, but the way this person behaves, definitely an alien. And I think you know who it is, Heather. I think you just need to put your.
I have some hypotheses.
Alien. Same old big old dome. Okay, big old head.
Oh.
Okay.
Army Hammer?
Oh, have you seen him? Oh my God.
He's a devil. He's a
Ooh,
devil. That's a whole other thing.
Not my name. Do not call me by your name at all.
Do you think that you would want to meet an alien?
We have.
But Chauncey, without the damn mask, like if for real life, like wheeling out from the back,
like out of character.
out of character.
Honestly, I'll be real with you. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't like clones and shit. So I don't like the word clones. I don't like little multiple. I don't like stuff like that. So no. I'm just not. I'm not mature for that. I need a costume. Like I just, I'm just not mature enough.
Put that wig back on.
Right.
Put it back
That
on.
wig back
Shake
fucking
that on. Put that
Get that
costume
wrap,
back
take
on.
your shaking,
Put it back on.
that
I can't do
$50
that.
shake and go in your pink fucking scarf and get the fuck over here.
Keep working.
now.
I'm not mature for that. Like I'm not. Like there's certain things I'm just not mature for. Like the way I jump on certain stuff like this. Nah. Like when he came out at the end of the movie, I said,
Yeah.
"Who is this?"
I said he was wheeled out in a little wheelchair and he stood up and he was
said
like hella
decrepit?
fucking old and shit.
He's all decrepit and shit. I was about
The alien. How do you make an old alien?
Look, they did it. They did it.
It's like looking at your old ass grandparents. Okay. Like
Yeah.
it like honestly,
I'm just
like,
imagining.
I looked at my mom. I was like, "That's dad."
Oh,
Because we have because we get a certain when your parents get a certain age. Like they start like you have even as all old people at a certain age start getting that like wrinkle. Like I'm gonna look the same way too. Like they don't all look like wrinkly and like
yeah.
like that. Like my dad looks like that sometimes, and like bony and like big head bones and like a little cane.
You're like, it charts.
Dad.
You'd be like, Dad, are you an alien? Did you look?
Makes sense.
Right?
I'm just saying. So I'm not mature enough for seeing the alien person like that. It did scare the shit out of me, the movie.
I think they were totally right when there's like, oh, they have to appear as animals. Because I'd be like, that's the only way I feel like I wouldn't freak the fuck out.
And I don't even trust animals like that, to be honest with you. So yeah, I don't trust animals like that.
No, because if a pigeon was like
a pigeon,
like if a fucking like goose like started attacking me and like leading me to somewhere, I'd be confused. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, what is
right? When they had the flashback of like the kids and how they were like laying on that table and the like the little spindly fingers just came up and
that's not my story. That's not my story.
I said that's kind of creepy.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Heather, that shit was scary as hell. I'm glad I told my mom, my dad. You don't say that shit by yourself. No. I have alien looking fingers my damn self. That shit is scary. Like,
yeah, no, that was creepy. I was like, it was.
It's like looking at a bunch of ultrasounds. You know how ultrasounds like big head babies in the ultrasound, like small bodies. That's what an alien looks like, and I can't.
Oh
no, thank you.
Has anyone ever seen the tweet where it goes, if me and my friends found ET, we'd kill him with hammers? I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
I have not. Oh my God.
I saw that.
This is the real tweet.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That tweet has just been like kept on like coming to me in my brain. I was like, do I bring up this tweet where it's like, let's kill ET?
Because ET.
I was like, do I bring up the tweet?
ET
like if that thing was in my closet and covered in the laundry, going, I'd get the hammer stack and just bah. Like
I'm not playing with y'all. I don't do stuff like that. Like I don't do clones. And the word clones used to freak me out. Like I don't like stuff like that. Like it's like a joke that people are like, oh, there's a clone, Chauncey. And like, well, it's technically a twin. No, a clone moved differently. They did like fall. No, I don't do that. Remember that little lamb or the sheep they cloned as a child? No. I don't do extraterrestrial. I'm not that person. I'm not mature. I'm not mature.
I look. I get it. I get it.
Put your costume back on. Put it back on.
Put it back on before you talk to me.
Please don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable.
I don't want to know your true nature.
Please.
Bring a fan.
Put that mask back on.
Please don't get comfortable. I'm not your friend. Don't get comfortable. Because I will scream.
Oh shit. So, anywho, so we all believe that aliens exist. I definitely think they do. Freaking whether or not it's like coming to eat us or not, I don't think so. But I mean,
We'll find out.
We'll find out sooner or later. They're here already.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have made a move already.
But have you noticed, like,
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg did E.T. and that was Disclosure Day? I'm just saying. Think about it.
Maybe he's like, look.
Maybe it's his like last hurrah of a movie because E.T. Disclosure Day, like full circle.
Right? That's what I was saying. Like,
That was E.T. That was fucking E.T. come out that wheelchair. If you think about it, that was E.T.
shit!
See, now I'm gonna be on the Reddit.
Oh, shit!
Now I'm gonna be on the Reddit.
Now you're gonna be on
I
Reddit.
will be on the Reddit.
That's really funny.
The thing
That is
is,
pretty funny.
I like to put conspiracy theories on Reddit and just walk away from them.
It didn't. They did not got that the same eyeballs, but could have been. He just hella old.
I'll be on Reddit tonight.
Yeah.
I'll report back.
I expect to report.
I'll report back. I'll probably create the board myself, but I've done it before on Reddit and just walk away from the scene.
And you're like, I'm just gonna pose this question. We're gonna leave it right here.
Yes.
Okay, next on our docket of pop culture, Chauncey came in with another suggestion of a documentary. And in case you are a Hangover follower, when Chauncey recommends a documentary in the group chat, we all must watch because it's pretty fucking crazy.
Because Chauncey has nothing but time. Okay, when Chauncey's locked into a documentary, it's serious. Okay.
I sat on the couch and I was like, holy fuck.
Oh.
The documentary is called Maternal Instinct. It's on Netflix if you haven't seen it yet. Chauncey, I just want to know, what is your what's your documentary like selection? What do you just like? Is it like random? Do you go, this looks interesting? Like, how do you be finding this shit?
Well, I use many people's accounts for Netflix. Okay, because
you're data farming for you're data farming for recommendations. got your ass on camera on recording. FBI, get her.
It's called doing on the ground journalism. Okay. So basically, what I do, I will see like a hot top. It was like new, like it'll be like new documentaries. And I'm like, and they usually recommend like murder,
yes,
suspicions, killings, worst behavior stuff, and it reaches to me. And I said maternal instinct, and I was like, let me look this up. And I said, few episodes or whatever, a few things, I could watch this. And it's okay. I love a good scammer, a good killing, a good murder, a good terrorizing each other kind of thing, and it hit all my boxes.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
trash. If that was the checklist, trash. For sure, that was definitely the checklist.
Trash.
Freaking that was that was a lot to digest.
Heavy. Yeah.
Chance, do you want to break it down for the people? Give me a little quick synopsis.
There's a woman named
take
Taylor.
A little sip.
Take a little sip. So Taylor, she was scamming from day one, from birth to end. Okay, basically, you thought it couldn't get worse. It gets worse each part she talks. So basically, mind you, in the whole documentary, we don't see her at all. Like, she's nowhere to be found. It's just all points of views from like people that she's been entangled with. Her victims,
encounters.
Okay, victims. Okay, so they have so many things going on. So basically, it starts how she's been like, a pathological liar since day one to her younger friends, her older friends.
Catfishing from day one.
Mm-hmm. And she has, like, basically, has Munchausen syndrome, to be quite honest with you. She's just lying about kind of diseases she's had. Like, she is. And then she decides to scam this man named Wade, her boyfriend. And honestly, I really want Wade to take a psychological test because I don't think it was clicking for her. It wasn't clocking.
It wasn't clocking. I was like, Wade.
No, Wade. But so
Wade.
Wade. So Wade basically, she basically said she's like a trust fund baby, trying to act like she gets this property. She pretends like she's pregnant. And unfortunately, she takes her lie to a full circle event and makes someone spoiler alert, she literally is a terrible human being that she should definitely be on death row for what she's done to the family.
It's justified.
Yeah, just nothing.
Yeah.
She is sick. Like the beginning scamming, talking about you have money. whoop-de-doo. Okay, say you had a little cancer, you're disgusting, but are we new to this? No.
No.
We've heard the story many
No.
times. But what you did to get this baby that you could not have in the first place is disgusting. But the best part of the documentary was the doctor who saw her after she allegedly gave birth, and he said she didn't have no baby and walked out. That was what you call
That
an
was
icon.
funny. Like, no sign of a baby here.
Yes. Yeah, and then when
what
and
baby?
then yes, and then the Wade's friends and neighbors were like, "No, she's lying." It was the journalism for me, and they're calling the hospital this. If I know what you're talking about, trust your gut, because HIPAA, you can't.
Yep.
And I said, and I'm sorry, this woman's saying that she's pregnant for X amount of months, but you haven't seen the girl. You have not seen her naked at all. Your girlfriend naked at all in 6 months, 7 months. No, nothing.
No.
Like, you didn't walk her in the shower one time.
Not even passing her. Passing by in the shower in the morning or on the bathroom. Nothing.
I'm not saying to be intimate in your pregnancy. So that's your body, your choice. You don't have to, if you're not comfortable in your body, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Mm-hmm. But the idea that you're the father of your child, the man you live with, never caught a glimpse of you being pregnant. I'm sorry. She had a lot of misgivings. So honestly, I wish her nothing but the worst in hell.
Yeah,
Matt, what were your thoughts?
She can rot. Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Matt?
She can rot. I mean, you said it perfectly. These people are crazy.
They let her run
my God, adopt. There are so many things that you could do to get a kid. If you can't have kids, there are we have come so far
lots
to
of
have happen.
She had options. The worst part is that she's not doing this to people.
You chose murder. You chose scam and murder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she's
crazy.
Literally,
lock
she
her
really
up.
had all this. And that's when you're watching the documentary, you're like, okay, she's terrible, and you're like, it gets worse and worse. Not her trying to take her best friend's baby as her own and pretend like that was her baby.
Mm-hmm.
Not her saying that she was sick. Not her pretending to be a photographer. Okay, not her in the outside the hospital looking. She did a bomb threat to a hospital, so she would have to give birth for.
Yeah, so she wouldn't have to go to the hospital to give birth. I said, what?
And I'm sorry, real estate crimes, got the car repoed. Oh, they should have someone should have stopped her decades beforehand. She was running rampant for decades. Okay, rampant.
Yeah, I mean, part of me was a little
Thank God she's in prison
because so Wade's best friend's girl, right?
I love him. I love her.
She's like, I knew something was up. She's like, I knew something was up. She's over here staying up till 11 o'clock, midnight, every night doing recon. Okay. Mm-hmm. She's over here and Wade's best friend, who was her boyfriend, was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you searching this much? It has nothing to do with you. It's stay out of their business. And she's like, nah, something's not right. What I loved about it was this woman, Taylor, had a hysterectomy, right? Mm-hmm. She had a hysterectomy. Tell me how. This is my thing. I said, when you grow up in a small town, you should know fucking better, all right? You got to go way far away if you want to try and scam these people, because she kept it too close to home, okay? Mm-hmm. Too close to home. Mm-hmm. And the people that took out her uterus saw that she was, quote unquote, pregnant again on Facebook. And I said,
there's no fucking way.
What are you doing?
There's no fucking way.
The doctor was like, are you kidding me? Lady, I took it out. You can't.
There's no fucking way. You ain't Mother Mary. You're not Mother Mary.
Look.
I was
That's for FKA, Twigs, and Zendaya.
Yes.
That's their duties.
I'm sorry. I was so confused. I said, they really got this woman out here saying that I can give birth. First of all, you already had 2 kids that you weren't taking care of. She was a mother. It was her saying, my mom is lying on my name. Sue the mom too. I'm honestly, the victim's family, that broke my heart the most. That her mom had to walk into that and her daughter had to see the murder scene. Honestly, that family should sue Taylor and Wade, everybody, for emotional distress, because this went on too long. She buying baby bumps at Amazon, and Amazon should sue too, because they should be selling baby bumps on Amazon for stuff like this.
Rude. Rude. Freaking fake, was it fake, oh, that was the other thing, right? That
Her
was the
ultrasound.
other thing. Her gender reveal. Her fucking gender reveal.
Like,
everybody played
Lock her
along.
up.
Everyone played
for the
along.
murder, if it really wasn't for the murder and like what she did to this poor family, I would say she did her big one with this one. She did her big one, but she did her big one. It wasn't for the murder.
She got away, girls. She got away.
She did.
Like, it could have been like
for
that.
a long time. She scared for a fucking long time.
Look, she was anything when you were at that level to like call in a bomb threat to a hospital just to not go to your doctor's appointment. Look,
like for real, like she could have like literally
kidnap.
Like for real, you could have
just grab a baby. Just grab a baby.
She could have went to freaking any country in the world and get a baby real quick, but it's like she really could like. Besides the killing and the murder, because honestly, she should not ever see the light of day in the rest of her fucking life.
No,
I don't believe in the death row. Like I'd rather people just suffer in the prison, but she deserves all the.
She deserves all of that,
all of it.
Yeah.
But if she didn't, you know, if she would have stayed until like the 6-month mark, she did her big one. She really did. Like she kept it going. She's been lying. She was pregnant. She had
for
cancer.
10 months, by the way.
Remember, she had cancer for a little bit, a couple times. Remember, she was like going through all these breakups. She had a lot of going on for someone with bad hair. She had bad look. She had bad hair. She had bad hair. Like for to be that mischievous and to look like that in her maternity photos, try to be sexy with that raggedy hair,
fake ass baby bump.
Yeah.
Like who? It kept. If she made it grow too, I was done. I thought at least gain some weight in the face, girl. Let's be dedicated to the game,
right? And how she would in some pictures be like skinnier, and then some pictures she would look like she's like freaking ready to pop.
I pray to God that my pregnancy is like that, because I'm gonna tell you right
back
now,
back and forth.
Like back and forth. Because, and I knew Wade was slow. Because how in the hell you ain't getting nothing for 8-9 months from a woman that you live with because she's pregnant? You ain't, the lights ain't turn on for a 1-2 quickie. Come on, Wade. You with the hogs? Yeah. You with the hogs the whole time? What happened to the hogs?
Mom.
Did he get the hogs?
Saying shit. His mom be saying shit. His best friend was saying shit. His best friend's wife was saying shit. I said, come on. And he's like, well, I've never had kids. Blah, blah, blah.
Was sex education not around? Is sex education not around?
He has a lithium stare.
Like, was there no sex education? Like I'm sorry, I haven't had kids yet, but I've had friends who've had kids. I took sex ed in high school, and I know he went to middle school. I'm not saying he went to college, but I know he went to middle school.
Yes,
and the sex ed was taught there. We have Google.
Facts.
We have TikTok.
I mean, and the fact that he was like a little suspicious, but like not suspicious enough to like do something.
Wade was a scammer too, because he wanted that money from that real estate. That was
right.
Scamming individuals with some hawks.
The like land or the $2 million property.
Oh, it was her making fake bank statements for me. She was dedicated to the game.
Or that fake what was it, like that fake gender paper, and it had the wrong date, and so had the wrong. I said at
she
least
made her own ultrasound. She made her own ultrasound.
Yeah.
Like I told you, if it wasn't for the murder, she did her big one to the end.
She did. Really did. She went down with the ship. She went down with the ship.
The idea that she brought that baby to the hospital and said that she just gave birth. Are you lying? Are you lying? You just gave birth, but you're driving to the hospital.
Part of me goes, something is not.
She's not mentally. She's not schizophrenic. She's not bipolar. She's just a fucking crazy. Like she's literally a fucking asshole. That's all it is.
Because it's like I didn't see like a mental disorder other than just like a habitual liar.
She didn't get her ass beat. That's what she needed to get her ass. In the words of JWoww, you can still get your ass beat. You can still get your ass beat.
Facts.
And she did not do that. So they should have her first friend should have beat her ass years ago for trying to take pictures of her baby. That's all you need to know.
Yes.
This should have been done years ago.
Yeah.
This could have been preventable.
Yeah.
If you took pictures of my baby, pretend like that's your baby, I would have beat your ass at your job.
Oh.
I would have went to your job and beat your ass. So I blame her friends for this because she should got her ass beat decades ago.
Yeah, maybe she stopped freaking lying. Or at
But
least
no.
lie further away from home. Like, damn.
Around the
Yeah,
corner.
dumbass.
Oh, it was Facebook that got them caught. Facebook.
It was a Facebook, and how like, what's her bucket called the doctor and was just like, "Is this real?" And they're like,
Hey.
trust your instincts."
And I was like, if anyone else, I would have said, fuck HIPAA. She ain't pregnant. Like, I was like, just
She ain't
take my
pregnant.
license today. Take my license.
Just punch.
take it.
I punch the stomach just to be
Right?
like,
I know,
okay,
I'd be like, bam.
yeah,
And
yeah,
see the imprint of the hand go inside.
yeah, like memory phone. I'd be like, now we know. Now we know.
No.
Now we know.
What happened.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I would have said, fuck HIPAA. She ain't pregnant. Goodbye. Take my license.
Like,
I
fuck yeah, I'm gonna
like
beat up a
the fact
pregnant
that they
woman.
were like
Yeah.
on notice, that those doctors that had taken her uterus out were on notice as like, oh, she's crazy. She might steal a baby.
No, seriously, like, I really feel like they could have got
And the
away
one
with, like, the HIPAA violation. Like, yeah, she's not pregnant. HIPAA has been called. I'll get my license. But I feel like that they don't have to reinstate it for saving other people's lives. This is all preventable.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
that note, we're going to transition into our hot take, our 5 little minute hot take. We just had the BET Awards.
Yeah.
They just happened. I did not get to watch them in full, but I did catch them across all the socials. Keke Palmer, of course, came up first in her little spiel and taking over the limelight. Did you guys see any of your anything on your timelines and what came across?
I just don't. No shade to Drewski, but like,
why?
I just don't get why. I just don't get why he blew up so fast.
No,
and I don't get why he's
right.
hosting like award shows like that when Keke Palmer's right there.
Thank you.
Look,
like, I know she's a little weird. I know she's a little weird.
But she's like, great for hosting.
But that doesn't define. Oh my god, she's so charismatic. It's like, and you picked Drewski, the guy that the 12-year-olds love, and like he's like, I've laughed at some of his stuff. I laughed at some of his stuff. Yeah. I have, but he's been like popular for a year, and you didn't pick like Keke Palmer. I don't know, Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, Halle Berry. Like, there's so many people.
There's Jesus. Like, no, Keke Palmer is like, she's just fun, and I think she's a great host, and I think she would, like, her little spiel that she
killed
did.
It.
I was like,
yeah,
girl, bring it back, bring it to her. Like, they could have got Juicy. Like, he had some, like, the clips I saw, he had some funny parts and parts. I'm like, okay, whatever. But you know, I think they're just trying to reach a broader audience,
younger
for some reason. Yeah, and like, I'm sorry, you have these legends.
Disturbing.
Yeah, they have these legends. Like, for instance, they did a D'Angelo tribute, which was amazing, and they had a Lauryn Hill tribute. I'm sorry, Lauryn Hill has only had one solo album her whole entire life, one solo album, and we've been writing this album for over 20 years. And I tell you how great the album is to have one solo album, and we're still listening to the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. By the way, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love Sister Act 2 with a passion. I do love that. Yes. My Gen Z knows. I watch Sister Act 2 once a month. Okay, I love that movie. It's on Disney Plus. Yes, if I hear Joyful, it's a wrap for me. That's my song. I was at my wedding. I don't have to even get married. I just want the fucking song. So, like, I kid you not. Like, I watched her tribute. Of course, it's Lauryn fucking Hill. Of course, I watched her tribute, right? And I saw they sung Joyful, the original singer that she sung Eyes of the Sparrow with. I said, not Tanya. I said, oh my god, I was losing my fucking shit. I said, they sing the whole song, Joyful, Lord, that we adore thee. I almost lost my shit in my room. I almost started crying. I said, not Joyful. And they played all her other songs. They had like Tierra Whack. They had Doja Cat, which actually was amazing. Lizzo. They had Queen Latifah, Common. They had everyone.
A lot.
They had her kids perform.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
that was so cute.
And people
That
forget
was cute.
her kids are Marley's. Like her
They do forget that.
her
I feel like that's a
ex-husband.
side note
Yes.
that people forget.
Like Lauryn Hill's former father-in-law, like, you know, is Bob Marley. So like people forget that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like Zia Marley, her daughter singing, like it was they're all talented, of course. Like how could you not be talented if your mom's Lauryn Hill and your parents, like your family members are Marleys? So like everyone did amazing. I saw Queen Latifah. I was like, she ain't never had a bad hair day. Queen Latifah never had a bad hair day. Never. Drop the hair care line, girl. Drop it. Okay? Drop it today. But no, Lauryn Hill was amazing. That tribute was great. Cardi B looked great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's good to have it's good to have a good BET moment. Sometimes BET does really good. One thing about BET, they do really good tributes. Like they will. Like they'll put a tribute on for us. Like when they do a tribute, they'll come through. I'm not saying it's always
they're calling everyone.
They got to. I don't know who they are blackmail on. When I saw Lauryn Hill pop up years ago with the Fugees, I was surprised they got them all on the same stage. I said, what favor did they owe them? What favor? Okay, BET's only good at doing like a good award show if like someone has passed. So like when Michael Jackson passed, the BET Awards was that weekend. They did their big one on that one. I was proud because like BET ain't really, you know, they do the best they can with the tools they have, you know. But the tributes were good. It's Black Music Month. They have Tiny Desk right now with Bow Wow, and I'm telling you, that shit was good. That shit was good. Lil Bow Wow, did his big one. I watched it today at work.
What?
I said that Lil Bow Wow, you just don't know. I said that Lil Bow Wow, you know, he's like 38, 39. Like Bow Wow getting old. I know I'm old, but like Bow Wow getting old.
Like we old, but it
was like I said, Bow Wow, you know what? And then I saw a clip of Ray J, and I said he's still alive. I thought he was supposed to be dead by now. Like he said he's gonna die, so I'm just saying. I like that's what I.
There are some people where I'm like,
because Ray J told us that he's gonna die soon, and by the time this podcast come out, I hope he doesn't die. But according to him, he was supposed to be dead 4 or 5 months ago. But I saw him on the red carpet at the BET Awards, and I said, "Here we are." I said, "You just keep cheating death, don't you?" So that's all I have to say.
Oh my gosh. We would love to hear your favorite like moments of the BET Awards, lovely listeners. I feel like now is our time in which we start ending our podcast on a few fun little games. Today we're playing a game of Would You Rather.
So
you have never.
I can't wait.
You guys have not seen these at all. I'm prefacing, so you really don't know.
Before I forget to say it, Matt, your hair looks great today.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
The curls are curling.
This hair that doesn't move in the wind. Like, not even a single.
This head that cannot wear a hat.
Thank you. this hair unhattable cannot wear hats. This hair cannot handle hats. This hair cannot handle a hat.
His hair is so beautiful.
Aww.
I love a good curl. Lighting? Yes. You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're gorgeous.
Yes, thank you. Hair reveal.
Hair reveal. Love it.
Look, made at home, not turkey. No big deal. You didn't go turkey.
A.
Okay, back to your sorry.
All right.
My ADHD kicked in.
Would you rather go to a baby shower for someone you're 90% sure isn't actually pregnant, or sit through a 3-hour award show with no performances?
Well, I could do 3 hours of award shows, like graduation from college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was no performances there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would rather sit through that?
Because if you're not pregnant, if you're not pregnant, but you're in a baby shower, I'm sorry, I need to be compensated somehow. I didn't get you a gift. I didn't get gas to be there. But that's ridiculous.
Send the receipts. I'm sending you an invoice.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'd go and kick. It would be interesting to go though to that baby shower. I fear.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to hold my mouth shut. Like I'd be like, "This bitch ain't pregnant."
Like You're
I
not
come up there and
pregnant.
feel your tummy and like try and lift up, like, and be like, oh.
See, and that's why I couldn't
See,
go.
but I couldn't do that because they'd call me a perv.
Yeah, so Matt knows
They'd
better.
call me a perv if I
Matt
did that.
knows.
So that's why I'd have Heather go with me, and then she would.
Look,
yeah,
look, I am that
under my
friend.
action.
I am that
Yeah.
friend that be doing shit like that.
You ask, like, so
Yeah.
how's it going? How's it going there?
How's it going? And we call it Plan B. Like initiate Plan B.
Is it a Plan B or C? What is this?
Let's see.
I'd be like smacking on the belly, be like, why does it sound hollow?
I've seen Heather in her worst behavior, so I know she'll do this. But yeah, I'm going to the graduation. I'm going to the award show and no performances. At least I can drink. At least I can drink.
Facts. Okay, would you rather find out your partner has been lying about their job for a year, or find out they've been fake texting you for 6 months, typing but never sending?
What do you mean? Explain.
So would you rather find out your partner has been lying to you about having a job,
okay,
or if they have had somebody else like texting you?
Oh, like so a friend was texting me instead of them?
Yeah. I said betrayal on both ends.
Oh, lie to me about
lie to me
about the job because I'd kill you. Because I'd kill you over the texting thing. Oh, I'd kill you for
that.
I
would kill you. I'd be like, who's looking at our fucking conversations? Why are you having somebody reply back to you?
Like, so...
you can't fucking do that yourself?
As a ghostwriter myself for my friends. Because I have written people text messages.
That's
true.
I
was like this. Don't act like I haven't done that for you before.
That's true.
Ghostwriter. I preferably rather if you lie to me, I'd rather you lie that you don't have a job than you have someone text messages, because like that's my privacy right there. If you don't have a job but your bills are getting paid, I'm not gonna say a word. As long as you ask me for money, we're good.
Like if you're ashamed that you're a male stripper, it's okay.
Do it.
You can say you're a construction worker. You can say you're an overnight construction worker.
Because people all the time, oh, I'm a construction worker. You're selling drugs. I'm a producer. You're selling drugs.
I don't believe it.
I play sports.
That's what people say about entrepreneurs. Like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, so you're unemployed.
Drug dealer. Yeah, and you're a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Are my favorite one. What's another one? Oh, I'm just really trying to work on my sports career. You were not even a D1 athlete in college. Stop it. So I'd rather he lie about his job. But yes,
I get it.
I agree with Matt.
Yeah. I would definitely, but I don't know. You lying in general. Sorry, my mother keeps trying to call me.
The phone had to speak.
Yeah, my mother keeps trying to call me.
On it.
Anyways. Okay, last would you rather? Last one. Would you rather be abducted by aliens, or like go up into the mothership, or would you rather be the Wade and find out that your person you're with is faking a pregnancy?
Well, lucky me, I'm gay, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah. Send me to the mothership. Turn it on.
Send me up.
Send me up. Beat me up, Scotty. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, E.T.
Probe
let's go home. E.T. let's go home. Because I'm sorry.
Let's go home.
Come on, boo. I'd rather go with E.T. in there, because as long as they wear their costumes, I don't got time.
Look, keep your mask on. Be a deer. Be a deer. Be a freaking dog. Be a bird.
Put that costume on. I can't do it. Wait, I'm not gonna look like Bubba the Clown in these streets, okay? So no, Wade was slow. That was an alien.
That was slow.
Yeah. That was an alien. Okay, so no, I'd rather go with the ET. Let's phone home. Let's go. Me and Matt in the mothership. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was a good one. Wade. I'd rather be Wade, please. Bubba the Clown? No, thank you. He looked so dumb up there. Oh, I didn't know. You didn't know? You did a little slap ass.
I don't know how pregnancies work.
Yeah.
Okay, did you? He might say, "Oh, I didn't pull out today. That's why you got pregnant, sir." Let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
Okay. On that note,
Wait. Sorry, before we get into that. Wait. She never had to take birth control because she had a hysterectomy. You didn't see nothing missing? All that time been shooting blanks in there? Wait. Also, she got pregnant?
Oh.
Were you trying to break up with her?
The signs were there, Chauncey.
And that's why me and Matt are going to mothership.
Yeah.
Signs were there. Signs were there.
I have some. Now I have to go on the Reddit tonight.
No.
So go on.
You need to do investigation.
Ew.
Oh my god, I can't. Okay, we're gonna wrap up this episode of The Hangover. As always, follow us on the Hangover_pod for lots of craziness on the Instagrams. Definitely for everything else, So She Slays. It's So She Slays across the board, and don't forget we're on Patreon as well. So She Slays Unfiltered AF. Definitely like, subscribe, share, tag a friend, share your chaos stories with us. And we'll chat soon. Until next time.
Bye-bye.